Hi guys, why do I do that? I don't know. What's up? Okay, that's the first time I've ever said that. Okay, anyways, let's just get into the video. So today I'm going to be filming the 2018 K-pop album tag video, and I'm a little bit late, so I'm sorry. Actually, the reason why I'm so late is because I never have time to film, like ever. Ever. Actually, the only days I have time to film are Wednesdays and Saturdays. Those are the only 2 days I can film. And even sometimes on Saturdays I can't because I just don't have time. Anyways, but yeah, we're finally doing it. And what was I gonna say? Oh yes, I'm sorry that my hair is looking like a whole pile of hay. I didn't straighten it, and yeah, so this is the result of natural non-straightened hair, and also the result from dyeing it, so haha. That's a fun time. Anyways, let's just get into the video. So I have the questions on my laptop here because I film on my phone. So yes, I actually pulled them up on May's video. So I like the questions that she did. So I didn't watch her video. I didn't watch anyone's because I saved them for after I filmed mine to see if anyone did their picks similar to mine. I think I did that last year as well. I didn't watch anyone's until after mine, so that's fun. Okay, thank God I'm recording. I just thought for a second I wasn't recording and I was going to cry, but we're good. Am I in the center too? Okay. I'm at the end of the video now, but I forgot to mention this earlier because I need to thank the person that created this tag. So thank you, Random Me 2011, for creating this tag. Sis deserves the credit. So yes, I feel like it's a really popular tag. It's like one of the most popular tags out there. So yeah, I have so much fun doing this tag. Yeah, so I'm going to do my questions like May did, but I'm also going to add one in that I did last year that's not on this list that I want to answer, so I'm just gonna add that in. But yeah, let's get started. So the very first question is favorite album of 2018, and so I'm going to choose a full album, a mini album, and a single album. So yeah, let's do it. I keep messing up. My favorite full album of 2018 is SHINee's The Story of Light, their 6th full album. I chose the epilogue because because everyone knows SHINee released their 6th full album in 3 different parts, and then they did like the repackage of everything together, so yeah, I just chose that. So it is one full album, and oh my god, was it ever good. You know, it was everything I expected from SHINee. I only expect good music from SHINee because SHINee's B-sides are never bad. I don't think I hate a single SHINee B-side, and I'm being honest. Like, I just love SHINee's music. Like, their music is the best thing about them because members participated in writing this album, and it's just the vocals were really good, rapping was good. This album is just the whole package, and also even packaging is quite good too. So overall, I just think this is such a high quality album in all aspects. So honestly, SHINee are the true kings of K-pop. I really do believe that, and I keep listening to this album every day. Like, I mean, this released in the summertime. Well, yeah, kind of around summertime, and I've just been listening to it still to this day. It's just such an amazing album, and if you have not listened to it, don't know what you're doing, and I think you should honestly listen to this because SHINee are the best K-pop group, I think, in my opinion, honestly. Like, they're everything that is wonderful in a K-pop group. I'm being serious. Like, visuals are on point, talent is on point, it's just beyond, like, it's just beyond extraordinary. Like, I just cannot stress this enough that SHINee are the kings of K-pop. They're like the whole package, they're everything. They are just the best. So that is why I think The Story of Light is the best K-pop album of 2018. So yeah, stan SHINee, everyone. If you couldn't tell, I'm a major Shawl. Okay, so that was my favorite full album. Okay, yeah. And my favorite mini album of this year is Day 6, Remember Us, Youth Part 2. This is an amazing, amazing album. I just love Day 6 so much. Not only do I love band groups, but their whole sound is very unique. This is an album that I love every single track, and I've said before, but it's pretty rare for me to love, just like absolutely love every single track, but on this album I do. I love the title track. I think it's one of my faves from them when it comes to title tracks. B-sides is just out of this world. Like, it's amazing. I think like Day 6 just outdid themselves with this comeback, so I'm very much impressed. I also like the album packaging as well. This would probably be also one of my favorite album packagings because, I mean, oh, it's coming out. Stuff is coming out. I think when you open it, it looks really cool. The photo book, like, ignore my clear thing right here, but the photo book like matches up with this thing. You take it out and it's a really, really nice photo shoot as well. And there's nothing too complicated about it, but it's not too simple. That's why I like this album packaging, but this isn't about the album packaging, it's about the album. Every track is so amazing, so I would highly recommend checking this album out. Yeah, Stand Day 6, this is talent. I actually have 2 albums for my favorite single albums of the year because one is like a real single album with like 2 other tracks, and then the other one has just 1 track on it, so that's why I chose 2. So I chose The Boys' The Sphere. I think this is my favorite single album of this year because not only do the boys keep getting better and better with their title tracks, but their B-sides are also really good, and for a single album this was amazing. Like, this era was one of my faves from The Boys. I think it's just so catchy and it's really fun. The music video was fun to watch and I loved the live stages as well. Everything about this era was really, really awesome, and the 2 other tracks on this album are also really good, so that's why I am choosing this single album as my favorite of 2018. And then my other single album that I chose was EXID I Love You, because this only has 1 track on it, but I love this track so much. I Love You is like, I really do think it's my favorite EXID song. It's just, I don't know what it is about it, to be honest. It's just so catchy, and anytime I see a video that has this song in it, I like must watch it. Like, you know, like those people do dance covers on YouTube. If I see anyone dance to this song, I always want to watch it because I just love listening to the song, to be honest, and also watching people dance to it because the dance is really cool too. But everyone slayed in this era. Everyone looks so beautiful. Vocals pulled through with Soji back in the group as well. I just think it made this even better, and I do wish it was a mini, as I've said before. I just feel like it was that strong of a title track that it's totally okay that this was a single. But yeah, I mean, this was a great album for Soji to be back into the group, so very, very happy, and she's also my bias, so I think EXID is thriving, and I hope their next album will be a full one because I know it would be amazing. So yeah, I just moved the camera down a little bit. Okay, what's the next question? Oh shoot. My laptop logged me out. Next question is favorite packaging of 2018. I thought I had my albums in order, but they're not, so that's not a fun time. Okay, so favorite packaging of 2018. I don't know, I kind of struggled with this one, trying to think of something more unique because I'm personally a book style packaging enthusiast, if you want to call it. I just love the simple book style packaging. Like, for example this. Just, I love this packaging. Like, also known as SM packaging, like you can't go wrong with this. Honestly, this is my fave, but I didn't want to be so boring in choosing that, so I chose 101, their latest album, Power of Destiny. I think this is a pretty cool packaging. I think it's as I said before. What did I say that with? I think I said that about Day 6. The packaging is unique, but it's not so simple, but it's simple enough to like easily get to the photo book and the CD. So you just like open it like this. There's a folder on this side that comes with a bunch of goods inside, and then you open up this side, and then there's the CD over here, so easy access to the CD, and then the photo book right here, which is also nice and thick, and it was a really, really pretty photo book as well. So I honestly love this packaging. Like, it's just, you open it up and everything's right here. Like, but it's also unique to fold it like this, and it's very, very pretty. I just love the size of it. The size is nice too. I mean, the coloring, it has nothing to do with packaging, but this coloring is really, really pretty. I love this color so much. So I'm running out of breath. Okay, and also it was 101's last album as a group, so honestly everything about this album was amazing, and this is about the packaging, but I'm also going to say that this was my favorite 101 album, so yeah, they definitely ended off very well, so I'm gonna miss 101. But yeah, that was my favorite album packaging of 2018. Next question is least favorite packaging, and so this one may confuse you at first when I show it, but honestly it gets deeper once you get into this album. So my least favorite packaging of 2018 is Dreamcatcher's Alone in the City. honestly, it looks super pretty on the outside, and I'm not gonna lie there, the album is gorgeous on the outside, but it's trying to locate the CD is like what's the real hassle. They really made it impossible for you to get to the CD, and I actually have not opened it since I first unboxed it when I first got it. So because a reason why I really don't like it is, you know, it's that album, like, hold on, I'm not gonna do it because it's too much, but yeah, so like right here, you have to like, I don't know if you can see it, but you have to like basically pull this out to open it, and then it like, it opens like this. It's just like, I'm not really sure what to call it, but like this is so fragile, like pulling this out could rip the sides, like rip the sides here, and I did hear that some people have ripped theirs because they weren't careful enough. I was super careful, and mine's already starting to rip just a little bit, but not really, but I just don't want to open it anymore because I know it will rip if I open it more. So, and then you gotta like open it up, and then like everything's like just thrown in there, so it's not my favorite. It's super pretty on the outside, as I said, but it's just like, it can be a little bit annoying. But not talking about packaging, this album was amazing. The B-sides were really, really great. Dreamcatcher had a really great comeback. Honestly, Dreamcatcher, they've just been doing so well, and I really can't wait for their comeback. But music on this was A+, but the packaging, not my fave. Next question is most anticipated, what does that say? Most anticipated album. Yes, so I did not do this question last year, so I was excited to answer this one because this was definitely a really anticipated comeback for me, and it was EXO Don't Mess Up My Tempo, because EXO-L's waited since Universe released, and even then that was just a winter mini. That wasn't like a true like actual comeback. So basically we've been waiting since like Power era, and you know there was like a joke going around that EXO-Ls have been so tired of listening to Power and Coco Bop, like we're so sick of it because we just want new music as much as we love The War and Power. And as much as we love Coco Bop, like that song is really good, I love that song, but like we've gotten so sick of listening to that song, so we wanted new music. I mean, thankfully they pulled through with their typical winter album, which I do love. I love EXO's winter albums, they're always really, really good. But I'm just so extremely happy with this comeback. Like, not only was it super anticipated because we waited so long for this, they really did pull through musically, and I just love everything about this era. The whole biker concept, when I first saw it, I was so stoked for it. I have the poster up right there. But oh my god, just everything about this era was amazing. The styling that they did for this era, like Kai in a crop top, like okay, like no one can pull up a crop top like Kai, okay? I have the Vivace version here, which released after even Love Shot, but because it has OT9, I had to choose this version. But oh my god, it was just amazing. And for the fact that Lay was a part of this comeback too, just made it even better. I mean, he wasn't part of promotions, that is okay, at least he recorded the Chinese songs and even came for the music videos. Like, can you believe it? He really does love EXO. Like, OT8 stans can just leave, okay, because they're dumb, and OT9 will happen again, trust me, mark my words. But yeah, this was definitely the most anticipated album for me, and it's also one of my faves of the year. So the B-sides, always so good. EXO's B-sides are so freaking good, as I said before. Like, I've said this many times and I cannot stress this enough. Please, you do not know EXO's music unless you listen to their B-sides. Then you will know how talented and how amazing their music is. I mean, how talented they are and how good their music is. Oh my god, I feel like EXO and also SHINee are kings of like B-sides. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm getting a little too into this, but yes, this album, most anticipated of 2018. Yay. Okay. Oh, my hair. I'm so sorry. Okay, next question is favorite girl rookie album. This is hands down my favorite rookie girl group. Not just the album, but the girl group in general. Love them so much. It is Idol. This is their debut album, I Am. These girls are so talented, and their concept is everything I love in a girl group. Honestly, like, their concept is my favorite girl group concept, and that is why I instantly loved them. 4Minute used to be one of my all-time favorite girl groups until they disbanded. I was super sad about that, by the way, because Hyuna is my ultimate female bias. So also for the fact she left Cube, I really, really hope that she does produce more music, but it's not about 4Minute, sorry. I love these girls so much. They're so talented. They're very beautiful. Their whole concept is everything I love in a girl group. Their styling in this era wasn't my fave. There were some really cool outfits in here, but some very weird. But you know what? That is all part of debut. You know, you gotta go through some weird phases, but a lot of people like their outfits. So La Ta Ta was such an amazing debut song. I loved it instantly. Instantly. It was just amazing. And then Han, oh my god, I am so upset that they didn't, well, I am so upset that Cube did not release a physical album for Han. Like, oh, I know why they didn't, because, you know, the whole mess that happened with Hyuna and Idon, and then, oh my god, it's just a mess. Really, really sad, because Idol just debuted and they deserve better, but really, really hoping for their next comeback is going to be an amazing packaging, because yeah, I think this was pretty good packaging. Actually, every time I see this now, I get super upset because I dropped it the other day, and I mean, it doesn't look too bad anymore, but oh, it got like dented on the corner here, and then now it's like, oh my god, I get sad every time I look at this because I'm just so mad at myself for dropping it. But yeah, anyways, this is definitely my favorite rookie girl group of 2018. Well, rookie girl group album, but yeah, the girl group in general, amazing. I also want to say Luna. I love Luna's debut as the actual group. I did love some of their solo songs, but the group music I really enjoy, so I'm really, really excited for their comeback. I believe that they're releasing their repackage album very soon, so really, really excited for that. Next question is favorite rookie boy group album, and this is hands down easy, Stray Kids. I adore Stray Kids. Like, the talent that these boys have is unreal. Like, every member is younger than me, and they're 5,000 times more talented than I will ever be, and that is a little bit sad, but it's okay. The fact that this group is self-producing, they produce and write all their music, the fact that this group came from a survival show, and two of the members freaking almost didn't debut with the group, and I remember watching that live, and I just about, you know what, that was in December of last year, and I was watching that show live, and when I found out that first Mino got what is the word, not kicked out, but I don't know the word. I really can't think of the word. I'm going to have to write that down below. But when I first found out that he didn't make it, oh my god, my heart just broke. And then when Felix didn't make it, because he was my bias ever since Elevator first got released, and I was like crying. Honestly, I was literally like, I had tears down my freaking face. Oh my god, okay, I don't want to get into that, but I literally cried, so that was heartbreaking for me. And so, you know what these boys went through, and now they're finally debuted as 9. It's just what I always wanted, and they just keep releasing amazing albums. I picked this album because, well, first of all, My Pace is my favorite title track by Stray Kids. I think it's amazing. I love that song. It's my favorite from them so far, and also the B-sides on this are really good, but their B-sides on every album so far are just extraordinary. I just love their B-sides. I love every member so much. Every member just owns my heart, and they're so cute. And yeah, I just want to hug all of them. I'm really excited for their comeback, and I know they will slay in 2019. I think Stray Kids are going to hit it really big. Like, if you think they hit it big already, I honestly think they're gonna hit it even bigger, like up to BTS popularity, you know? Like, I really do believe they're gonna get to that point at some point. But yeah, so impressed. Next is albums that surprised me. So I picked 3, I think. One album that surprised me, which has actually started to make me a fan of them, is iKON, their New Kids Continue album. This album, mainly the title track Killing Me, is what really interested me in iKON. I never liked iKON. Like, I didn't like any of their title tracks. Just their whole concept, I felt like it wasn't for me, and I usually kind of like their concept, but I don't know, I never enjoyed any of their music. But when this came out, oh my god, like, this album, like, not only is the title track, it's still my favorite iKON title track, but the B-sides are so good. Like, I love the B-sides. Every single B-side I think is amazing, and I think iKON really did it with this era. I think most people's favorite iKON era is Love Scenario, and that is also a really, really great song. I do love Love Scenario, but Killing Me, I think not only like was it such a good song, but like the era itself, like everyone just like they made themselves look probably 10 times cooler than they are in real life. Like, I know the iKON members in real life, they're very like, not childish, but just like really fun and like goofy, and this just made them look like the coolest people on earth. So that's why I really liked this. And I even got a bias now, and I really want to actually collect their older albums. I did finally decide that I think I'm going to collect their older albums because I'm starting to really like iKON now. So thank you YG for releasing this album and for doing iKON so well this year. iKON like slayed in 2018. Like, they basically owned 2018. Like, they released 3 albums in 2018. They're having a repackaged album come out, which I did already pre-order it, come out. So honestly, iKON is doing so well right now, and I really think they're going to even get better. So this was an album that impressed me. Another album that impressed me is izone. This is their debut album, Colorize. I honestly, because compared to IOI, I wasn't the hugest fan of IOI, so I kind of maybe expected the same kind of thing, but for real, I thought their debut was amazing. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I love all the girls as well. I think every member is very talented, and I think they just, I don't know, they deserve all the attention that they're getting. The only thing I'm sad about is that, well, you know, I'm not sad about it. I mean, La Vie en Rose, I feel like I love it so much because it was originally supposed to be a CLC song, but honestly they pulled it off so well. I think actually La Vie en Rose maybe would have suited this group better. I don't really know. It's hard to tell because I've heard the demo of CLC, which sounds amazing, but I just feel like it really suits izone, so I'm glad they took the song. You never know what Cube would have done. They probably wouldn't have promoted CLC enough, and it probably wouldn't have done well, so I'm really glad izone did a great job with it. And the B-sides on this are also really good. That's why I was super impressed by it. So yeah, this was definitely an album and also group that I'm just impressed with this year. So yeah, I'm excited for their next comeback, and actually I believe that they're releasing a Japanese album. Someone asked me if I'm gonna get it, but I don't think I will, but yeah. And then one more album that I was impressed with this year is SF9 Mamma Mia. I keep saying this, but this is literally like one of my all-time favorite albums of this year. Holy moly, like, oh my god, it's just, I can't get over how good this album is. Like, seriously, please listen to it. I feel like people sleep on SF9 a lot. I don't know why, because their music is so amazing. Their B-sides are always so great. This title track wasn't one of my faves from SF9, but honestly, you gotta look past that and listen to the B-sides because they're amazing. Like, their B-sides are some of my all-time favorite songs of this year, like the B-sides. So honestly, and I mean, this is not everyone's favorite era as well. They just look very interesting, and no one was a fan of that one's dreads, so, and I wasn't either, but honestly the music was just flawless. So I highly recommend listening to this album, and I keep saying it, just I highly recommend listening to this album. Wow, I'm a Mamma Mia album enthusiast. Anyways, this definitely impressed me this year. Okay, so non-Korean albums. I think this is favorite non-Korean albums. So one of them is EXO's Countdown. This album is amazing. I mean, they do have some of their older tracks on here, which is okay because it is a full album, but Electric Kiss, oh my god, it's like one of my favorite EXO songs. I love Electric Kiss. Oh my god, it's just such a high quality song. And the dance practice video, I've watched it probably like 50 times, probably even more. I probably watched it like 100 times. So yeah, a lot of the views on that dance practice came from me. I don't know why, I just love the dance to it. And then the music video was really high quality too. Everyone looked so amazing, and just the whole era of Electric Kiss was good, and it was nice to have that song released because we've been waiting for an EXO comeback still at that time, so it was really nice to have this full album. And yeah, it is a full album, so just everything about this is amazing. And Kyungsoo looked amazing. This was like, I mean, they, at the time this released, he had his shaved head, but they had thankfully filmed the music video and like the photo shoot before he shaved his head, so I mean, he still looks really cute with shaved head, but my favorite Kyungsoo hair is when he has long fluffy hair. He hasn't had it in a while, but it's just my fave on him. But yeah, anyways, this is my favorite non-Korean album. This is their first full Japanese album. I chose another one because this is also my fave non-Korean album. It is Taemin's first full Japanese album, Taemin. This is a fan club edition. I actually just got this the other day, and I actually just unboxed this today. But yeah, his Japanese music is like my all-time favorite from a K-pop artist. His Japanese music just slays, and I think he just does so well. All his eras are so beautiful. He just looks so aesthetic in Japanese music videos. I don't know what it is about Taemin that looks so aesthetic, but he's just a very aesthetic person. He slays in Japan, and I do think that we're going to get another Japanese comeback from him in 2019. I kind of see it happening, so I'm really excited for his next comeback. Also for a Korean comeback I'm excited for, but this album was so good, so I would highly recommend listening to this. Next question, which is a new question I've never answered before. So this one is favorite band album, and this one was easy. I honestly think my all-time favorite band group is FT Island. Honestly, they were the first boy group I ever stan back in 2010. So I've been a prima donna for so many years. 9 years, well, almost 9 years. I got into them in like the middle of 2010, but oh my god, I'm such an FT Island enthusiast. Like, their music is amazing. Like, people definitely sleep on them. They're one of the more, you know, it's really sad, but they're one of the more less popular groups in FNC. I do not know why, because they're like everyone's senior. Like, they slay in music, and I just am so impressed with them every comeback. Their B-sides are so good. Oh yeah, I have the signed album here, by the way. This is their latest album, What If, their 6th mini. I was sad to find out this was a mini because their last few albums were full albums, and I just really enjoy their B-sides, but it's okay. This was good to tide us over. But honestly, this was such a great album, and every B-side on this was also amazing. I would highly recommend listening to this and just checking out FT Island in general. I think most people know I love FT Island, but I will always recommend FT Island music, and I think I've had a few people actually ask me to like recommend them FT Island songs because they want to get into them, so I get so happy. I'm always down for recommending FT Island songs because they deserve to be listened to, and they're amazing. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite band group album, and yeah, please check them out. Next question is favorite subunit album, and I picked 2 for this. So first one is Girls' Generation OGG. I know, look at this tiny thing. This subunit did not deserve this packaging, but yeah, this is Girls' Generation's second ever subunit OGG, which contains of the members Yuna, Hyoyeon, Taeyeon, Sunny, and Yuri. Yeah, so Taeyeon just working her butt off, honestly, just with being in Girls' Generation, a solo artist, TTS, and now OGG. That girl works hard. But no, honestly, I loved their concept. I feel like this was very anticipated, this debut, the subunit debut, and they literally, they totally pulled through with this debut. Yeah, it is only a single, so there's only 2 tracks on here, and plus the instrumentals. So that kind of sucked because this was just so amazing. I really wanted more, and it's really sad also that we couldn't get like a photo book with this. At least it did come with photo cards. That was actually the reason why I bought this, because it at least came with random photo cards. But they just deserve so much better. Honestly, Girls' Generation is such like an iconic group. They're seniors to like majority of SM groups, and it's just really sad that this is what they get. But, and also for the fact that 3 members left, so we have to have a subunit. Really want a full group comeback, so hoping on that. But this is definitely my favorite subunit of this year. Well, that and this one. So this one is EXO CVX. This is their second mini, Blooming Days. This, I think I like it, but I think I like Blooming Days better than Hey Mama. It's just such a catchy song. I really enjoyed this album this year. The B-sides are also really well, and I like how they included like every day in the week in the B-sides, so that was really cute of them. But, and also the era was really cute too. Everything about this was really cute. I loved watching the live stages. It's just very cute. And EXO is like my second bias group, so always am happy for EXO CVX to slay. And to be honest, I think a subunit of Chanyeol, Kai, and Seyoon would slay. Honestly, I really hope that subunit happens. Don't know, but that would be awesome. But for now, CVX has won my heart again. And yeah, so I thought they did so well this era, so yay. So next question is favorite solo album. So I thought there was a lot of good solo albums this year, but this one I think is my favorite. It is Key. This is his first mini, Face. I just everything about his solo debut impressed me. You know, when we first heard Chemicals, I felt like the happiest person ever when I first heard Chemicals because it just sounded so key. And I always say his music sounds so key because it does. Like, all his music suits him so well. And even One of Those Nights, I mean, he was featuring Crush in there, which I thought was a really, really good feature. Like, Crush in that song as well sounded so cool. But I just feel like he slayed so much, and I feel like his debut was a really big hit. Like, a lot of people liked it, and I think, well, most people really liked Chemicals. That was like a favorite of most people's. Mine too. I think Chemicals is like one of my favorites on this album, but I think his whole album is really, really good, and just like everything about his debut was so great. And I think he just outdid himself with this debut, and also with his Japanese album that he released not that long ago. He's just doing so well, and I think he, man, like, before, people probably wouldn't have pictured him as a soloist, but look at him just thriving in 2018, and I know he's going to thrive in 2019. I'm super excited. So yeah, that is Key's album Face. Oh, is it upside down? Face. Okay, so next question is album that could have been better. So I was a little bit nervous about this question because I don't mean to hate on any group, and it's not what I'm doing, but this album, I feel like most people would agree with me that it could have been better. So I'm saying Jennie, her solo mini photo book thing. So I know they call it a photo book, but I think they called it a photo book to be on the safe side, because if they called it a single album, more hate would have got thrown at YG, which he already got already. You know, if she just recorded like 1 or 2 more songs and made it a single album, it could have been better, and she would have got less hate thrown at her. I don't think Jennie deserves the hate. I mean, she's been getting hate also for being lazy, as people have said, but YG would have got less hate thrown at him if he just, I don't know, at least added more photos in here, because most people complained about the amount of like blank pages that there were in this photo book, and I honestly agree. The photo book, I mean, as much as I think she is gorgeous, which she is, I think there should have been more photos in here at least if you're going to release something like this. So that's why I think this could have been better, because it was just very much lacking in all ways. Yeah, but I mean, I really liked her solo debut, so, but yeah, it's just, I really feel like the packaging was lacking, so yeah, that's my take on it. But next question is favorite temporary group album, and this one was quite easy. It is JBJ. This is their second mini True Colors. When this came out, oh my god, I was just the happiest person ever because I loved this era so much. Kochia, or My Flower, is just still, it's my favorite JBJ title track. I love that song so much. I was actually just listening to it today. Like, oh my god, in this era, I loved this era so freaking much. Like, everyone looked so cute. The colors, like all the different colors. I love how every member had their own color. It's just, oh my god, I just loved it so much. And just the music video, I adored everyone. Well, I adored everyone at the time. Everyone knows the whole Jungkook situation. But honestly, this is definitely I think JBJ were definitely my favorite temporary group. I'm so sad that we don't have them anymore, but at least we have JBJ95 to keep with us, but and we have Donghan doing his solo stuff, so yeah, this was just amazing. So yeah, and even the B-sides were really good too. Just overall, JBJ owned my heart. Okay, this is a question I'm adding in that I answered last year, but I'm just adding this in. So it is favorite photo book concept. So is Onu's voice album, his debut album, because honestly I very much enjoyed looking in this photo book. He had a few different photo shoots in here, and I just thought he looked so nice in every shot. Like, it's just such a pretty photo book. Like, he looks so sweet, and I just like, oh my god, I just want to hug him, and I very much miss him, so that's why I enjoy looking through this photo book, because I just miss him so much. And honestly, it was just a really, really nice photo shoot. I love this photo of him right here. He looks so soft in that sweater, and I just thought it's a really, really nice photo book, so I really, really enjoyed that photo book. Very last question is random album recommendations. So last year I had like so many, but this year I just picked a few that I really, truly believe they deserve a listen. Alright, so I have a few with me. So one album I highly recommend you check out is Hotshot Early Flowering. This is their comeback for a while since Jelly released, and I've been just really missing Hotshot. I love their music so much, and this album really actually impressed me. I thought they did such a good job with this album. We are missing Sungwoon, but you know what? Even without him, I think they did so well this comeback, and all the B-sides are really, really good, so I would highly recommend listening to this. And Hotshot deserve a listen anyways. Even with Taemin back, they're still pretty underrated, so they honestly deserve better. Another album I recommend is Day6's Shoot Me, their Youth Part 1 album. Just also every song on this is so good, so I just would highly recommend listening to it. Another is The Rose Void. I love this album so much. This was their debut album. I've liked The Rose before they even debuted. Their pre-debut songs, which are also on here, are just so amazing. So that's why I think this album definitely deserves a listen, and yeah, they need to be checked out because I love them so much and they're very, very talented. So. And then another album I would recommend is Luna. This is Plus Plus, their debut album as the 12 of them as a full group. I really, really enjoyed this album. As I said earlier, I was really impressed with their debut as the group, so I would definitely recommend listening to this album. I think the B-sides are great, and everyone looked really, really good this era, so yeah. And another album I recommend is EXO's Love Shot. I mean, I bet everyone already listened to this anyways, but just like the addition of Trauma on this album, so good. I love Trauma. It's like one of my faves from them, so highly would recommend listening to this entire album because it is flawless. Another one is Pentagon Thumbs Up. I seriously enjoyed this album. Like, even without Yenan and Edon, which is a huge loss, they still did very, very, very good. I think because Edon did produce some of the songs on this album, so or it was either produced or wrote, but every B-side on this was so impressive, and so it was really sad to not have Edon or Yenan a part of this, but you know, Pentagon still slayed musically, and yeah, I just really, really enjoyed this album. And then last album I have here is, it's gonna make me cry, but it is CLC Black Dress. I miss CLC so much. I don't know why Cube is hiding them, because this comeback slayed everyone basically. Like, oh my god, they just suit this concept so well and I love it. Black Dress is one of my all-time favorites from CLC, and it was actually one of my all-time favorite title tracks of 2018. So I really, really miss them, and I just cannot wait for their comeback. I hope it's going to be soon. But the B-sides on this are so good. I think Like That is my favorite, but everything is really, really good. CLC has been impressing me more and more every year. My voice is going, I don't know why. CLC deserve more because I think they're pretty underrated. But yeah, so please check out CLC and this album, and I can't wait for their comeback. Hopefully it will be soon. But yes, I'm sorry this is so long. It's almost an hour long. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm editing. I look forward to watching other people's to see what their thoughts are, and yeah, that is everything. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.